Fellow Ambazonians, fellow Southern Cameroonians at home and abroad, I want to salute una today. Na me, Capo Daniel, Sense Pass King, Lukong. Ambazonian FBI, I don't come again once more for una again on this day, number 8 day for the month of December 2020, for can give una this no Conitalk zone, an advocacy platform where they advocate for the independence for Ambazonia and where they make sure so they put the truth for before una and for give una the access for the information they una want them and una need them for make the right decisions them as it concern our future, the future of the unborn Ambazonian and the 8 million Ambazonian. Today I don't come again for una after we don't get a massive lockdown operation and a massive civil disobedience in terms of ghost town across our national territory from the Savannah state to the Atlantic state across the 13 states of Ambazonia. It be massively successful and we'll be very, very happy. We don't just get a joint meeting with the head of the governing council, the executive president, Dr. Cho Ayaba, the leader of our revolution. It be a fantastic meeting and we don't get a lot of intel and a lot of report back from our international partners, their observation. So I don't come today for can give una this update and for give una this presentation. I also be mindful of the fact say I think about 40 minutes from now, there will be a broadcast on our first news broadcast for our national TV, the Ambazonian Communication Network, the ACN. So make una also be aware. So I go try to be very fast for give una the presentation. We'll get them so that we'll go move on for that presentation. We'll get a lot of things and for give for una as usual. Na time for war news, then they plenty for give una a window inside the operation the way they carry them on the ground and inside the diplomacy way they carry them on the ground and the various challenges they will get them, the things they will adjust them for keep una involved and keep una engaged because this one na the people struggle now una struggle where they for una hand and we move on towards a positive direction and the right way. So for it, I'll just go fast for play a music for welcome all my way to come. For those who are going to watch me for ground zero across the world of our national television, wanna all be highly welcome for this program, the No Conitalk Zone. I go take some few minutes for welcome people there in day for day. I see Johnson day for day. Welcome Johnson. Don Man day for the online. Tamami led the online. And Lazarus today online. And all my way the online. I want to welcome una and for salute all our generals and for ground, our commanders, our foot soldiers, our intelligent officers, our activists on the ground, where they do a marvelous job. I also want to thank our people them inside La Republic for the intelligence where they give and the group the way they set up to make sure say we could change the whole this revolution. We don't move miles and miles away from where we started, and our independence be at hand. Our independence is at hand. So all man be highly welcome. God's intervention. God's intervention. In Kumba, God's intervention. God's intervention. We need God's intervention in the Anglophone crisis. Heavenly Lord, your name is wonderful, beautiful. So fellow Southern Cameroonians, fellow Ambazonian at home, abroad, I want to welcome you again once more. Na me, Capo Daniel, the host of the No Conitalk Zone, Sense Pass King, Ambazonian FBI. Yes, na me, una own countryman. I want to salute all my country people ready to watch me for ground zero, the one that will watch me for ground one, across the world, and those who want to watch me for Facebook, especially the diaspora. I see some combi and they for the way I see them for corner my screen. So if you want to watch me for ACN for ground zero, me gonna know the time I talk for left, I talk for right. I no be confused. I see the people who I talk for them for Facebook as well. They go to show this one too live for inside our national TV. So now I be welcome for una house and una bring me inside for una television. For see me for bring una the talk we dey go through across Ambazonia for this our independence war. We dey win and we dey win fatly. I want first for congratulate the people them for Ambazonia for participate massively. I mean massively across the Atlantic state to the Savannah state for boycott this alien election where the Cameroon government either impose them on our people them for bring puppets me they can represent we in a so-called house of chiefs. It be ridiculous, and the information will get them back, the feedback will get them back for the governing council, for our international partners. It just be fantastic. It don't just be this one that should this election, this foreign election, it don't show we how La Republique du Cameroon they don't be desperate. Now a sham election, an election where the people the way they vote for they don't get no mandate. Those councillors they don't get no mandate. For a city for Bamenda with hundreds and thousands of registered voters, I mean registered for La Republique du Cameroon, their system, those councillors then get less than 1% of the vote of the people for Bamenda. But yet they go elect people then way they don't even get 1% support for instance Ambazonia. And I also want to inform the Ambazonian people them, say the information will get them back from our authority them for ground zero, for the transitional authorities them. Now say even the chiefs and the fund, they massively boycott this election. 90% of our chiefs and fund did not participate in this election. Make una no mind the small propaganda video where they make am with the fund for Nso and the fund for inside Mancon, like say na a be representative of the chiefs them around our territory. The fund of Kugwe was not there. The fund of Womb was not there. The fund of a lot of places them more than Chikam they no be there for day. Even the fund for Atanganji village, you know be there for day. You get fund for inside the fund for how do they call these other places them? They just plenty funds they no be there for day. So I want me to remember, say this is a very big victory for us, the people of the Southern Cameroon territory, the people of Ambazonia. This is a very, very massive victory for us. La Republique have been reduced to plain gimmicks in terms of getting small credibility, and they have failed. That's why the international community is mute. The diplomatic corps in Yaoundé are laughing. This is laughable. This election is laughable. If Paul Biya thought that he will have some semblance, even in the mind of Southern Cameroonians, of some legitimacy that they have created the House of Chiefs, then he is making a mockery of himself. All their cartouche, all their strategies have failed. This is the last straw that have been broken. And for all those puppets them, where they don't carry them for go do this election, their end have come. This will be the end of the fun of So. This is the end of the fun of Mancon. And any fund who participated, we are getting information also from Boyo. We heard that amongst all the funds of Boyo, there were just one who participated that we want to get the name of that fund. But anybody who have committed treason, anybody who have committed treason, who was there, will not go free. Will definitely pay the price for justice, for the betrayal of their own people. So all man are welcome. I go on first start for Teguna before I want to get for my presentation today. I know go first go here really for conclude. Wait till I give a do I need to do I'm very fast so that Cecilia and Mabo it will come in 30 minutes time for give we news analysis. So first I want to give una a little bit footages from our soldiers where they be visible. Una know so we need to go put roadblocks them. They may make all those noise them for road. Would I evolve into a specialized military? And because we control over 90% of our territory right now, we control even more. We are controlling more territories today than we were controlling in last month. We have actually had all other villages that have come under our full control. So we are winning, and we are winning fatly. That's why we don't need to be shooting guns anyhow, making noise anyhow. We are now a specialized force carrying specialized tasks on the ground. So I'll take una for one of our major forces them for ground zero, the forces of General Sumanguru, where they come out for show force, and this is just for the public. This is not what we do every day. This is just for the public. They come out massively for enforce the lockdown for the Trans-Saharan highway. Make I bring the video. They come for they for show una, say una vanguards them, then they for ground, then they for una back. Look like another transfer video from my phone. So, ladies and gentlemen, just give me a minute. Make I forward that video. Okay, there we go. And I'm bring the wrong video. So sorry, ma play una the video for show una our forces them for ground zero as they enforce our lockdown. And where are the footages? Have the footages disappeared? Oh, yeah, I got it. Sorry. So,
December 2020.
fellow Ambazonians, as una know very well, would declare a lockdown and a ghost town. The lockdown, it will be now for put our vanguard them at disposal for our general public, so that at any moment they can intervene. Sorry, I'm receiving messages from my phone. At any moment they can intervene if there is a sabotage movement, because from our past experience, sometimes La République du Cameroon, they bring people them from Buddha with amumes and bosses them. But because of this lockdown them, it is tailor-made for stop such practices, so that the vanguards them, when our forces them on the ground, they will protect the integrity of the people, their demand and their demonstration for an independent state. So now why would they put a lockdown side by side the ghost town? The intention is not to 100% stop this vote, because this vote cannot happen. Our ghost town, our lockdown is to send a clear message to the international community and demonstrate the will of the people, which is against this alien enforced election on our people. So these are your your vanguards, your defenders, your freedom fighters, your liberators on the ground standing for you.
The battle on this under the canopy of the Supreme General of the ADF, General Big Number. Today on Trans-African Highway, today the 7th December 2020. This one with the shown at the strain, with the shown at La République du Cameroon. Me they know say this, so they not get influence in Ambazonia. This one will show the war, me the war Siam. So that will be in control. Na Black Tide with the Trans-African Highway. This one will show the strain. At the corps on the assistant forces, they work with the collaboration of the ADF and Ambazonia Defense Force. Say together we'll stand, divided we'll fall. We'll join our hands together. We'll do a great job. We all wanna copy this one. And I believe say inside the entire Ambazonia, no place, no day inside Ambazonia election need for whole day. With the Ambazonia Defense Force, so far the Ambazonia Defense Force is there on ground. This one I will show the women they see and see La République no get play inside Ambazonia.
So do one no be bombong. Na change quarter than that. We deployed our troops in force across our national territory. The one idiot, the one traitor, we dare for show hate for outside, the so-called council of Widukum, we move hate for outside. La République, according to information over the year, La République, their Dio, tell you say, me no man no come out, me no man, when I go for go whole election, where even the people they organize them, they tell una say, make una no come out for outside. So this traitor, for we the kumu name na Ancho, Councillor Ancho. After he go vote, he come out say he want try Siam. The one way show a hate for outside, then chapier. The one way show a hate for outside, then chapier. And for all the councillors, where then go for those sham say election, and all the chiefs where they go for day, will not say one thank the majority, the 90% of chiefs and where they not attend them. But for all those where they take their food go day, justice go meet them, whether they go down for Yaoundé. Would they appeal for their family members? Would they appeal for their enemies, even within their family? Where they fit do something, me them contact we. Me them contact we. Because these traitors must face justice in the hands of their people. All of them, they must face justice in the hands of their people. So this is a very big victory for Ambazonia, because these funds, these so-called, these slave traders, these are slave traders, they go to vote in an alien forced election on our territory on empty streets. The people are not with them. Across our territory, even in Victoria, they went there on empty streets. This is the victory of the Ambazonian people. The Ambazonian people have made a clear statement to the international community and to the world. They don't have anything to do with this sham. An election, the voters, the so-called councillors, have zero mandate from our people. Zero mandate, zero consent to govern. That's why the international community is mute. Everybody just look the pobia. They just look the pobia. If Cameroon then be reduced to this level, then Ambazonians should be happy and they should be cheerful. They should be very, very happy that we have sent this powerful message to the international community. And make una remember, the reason why Pobia be forced, it be forced to do this so-called regional election. Now because the first parliamentary and senate election we make up Ambazonia them boycott them, then delegitimize them, so they not be acceptable. Because the amount of people where they be vote, it not meet up any minimum standard for them to claim any legitimacy in front of the international community, say they get representation, they get political participation from our side. So now where the Rango come, say the Rango use chiefs. For bring this chief now, they know say they know if make a what people then vote for the chiefs. So what's the way they do? Then turn for go take instead na poto for go take people where they no get voice for inside Ambazonia. Say me then go vote. So this is worse, this is laughable. If this is all Cameroon can throw on us, it is laughable. It is laughable. So even their own people who are in the lion's den, like Ashu Emmanuel, are not even impressed. It's a sham. It's useless. It's a non-event. It's a non-event. And the international community cannot buy this trash. So we don't see even for inside the people in the lion's den are not impressed.
You mocking at who? Now, somebody talked of House of Chiefs. They have brought back House of Chiefs. My brother, did you spend your life in Kenya or some other country that is not this one?
So, even in the lion's den, the people in the lion's den are not impressed. This is a sham. This is a disgrace. If you look at the governor, the Kuala Bilai, they are walking around. They are losers. They have lost the war. They cannot gain for any legitimacy amongst our people. You go and carry small Jack and G, come there to say that you have vote. This cannot be recognized by the international community, let alone the people. From there, you go even to Far Emmanuel, the other journalist who is also in the lion's den. They are not impressed. This is laughable. This is laughable.
Kedia from the CPDM is preaching the gospel of Lucifer. He talks, you think that is an angel that has come from heaven. That is how the people behave. Not make them to give opinions. Opinions that can be taken by the head of state as well as cannot be taken. And opinions that are limited to two things. So we are now saying here that people should be informed of reality because the lies telling of Yaoundé regime is over.
So you guys should know there is nothing like a house of chiefs. This is a sham. It is a sham. It is a charade. It's a propaganda. This is just a stage propaganda to try to demonstrate that Paul Biya is still in game. These are the only people he have now. The phone of Saw, the stupid man from Saw. He's not even a phone anymore. We have dethroned him. He's no longer recognized. The people of Saw, if you get the messages they are sending to me, you'll be shocked. People who actually love the tradition. You know, in Saw is our center of culture in Ambazonia. It is the biggest fandom. So we love the Saw tradition. We love the Saw language. Lam Saw. Our Ngurons. The Ngurons of Saw were shocked. They were shocked-alized. Even Sheikh Gabi was shocked. When I told them that the phone is in a convoy going to Banso, they did not even believe. The neurons did not even believe. That means the phone did not act even with the will of the neurons. The neurons are the chief makers, are the wise people of Nso. So the phone did not represent the people of Nso in any shape or form. It did not even represent his own Gumba house. He did not. He did not. So we knew all along that this thing is coming to this stage. They are using these fools, these so-called Anglo fools, to put them in our nose so that we are going to take them out unjustly. Very well wise. You remember the first time the phone of Saw came back to Banso, they used him. And he called us, he apologized, he repented. Talk say they come now with we. For can be with the people. They hope for Paul Biya Bibina say they want fully. That way be talk for if he say be na foolish people. Say would just take them yes, say if he say be na foolish people. We know the plan for Paul Biya. Paul Biya be want say make we kill this phone like a Matthias. Make the phone die like a hero. So that they go use them for break our back for our own people then. But then fail woefully because we stand up, we speak the truth into power, we call on our brothers then for inside Baba 1, me they release the phone. Even though they go take money, but the end game na say they no be kill the phone as they be the plan for kill the phone. Because I wait till that way Paul Biya one more do. Right now they saw people that they ask the head for that phone. Now own neurons them. They ask the head for that phone. Phone travel without telling the neurons. They were listening to it through Capo Daniel. Some of them were calling me, Capo, take down that post. Take down that post. The phone is here. The phone actually spoke to the neurons and tell them that he is in the hospital in Yaoundé. I mean the phone. When I make the post, because we have real good intelligence, when I make the post that the phone is going inside 4 armored vehicles, some of the neurons call me and say that take down that post, that's a lie. I said, no, it's not a lie. It's true. This is reality. We have to face the truth. That this man have gone. He's no more a phone. He's no more representing you people. You don't even know where your phone is. They say the phone, we have called the phone. Now the phone is on the hospital bed in Yaoundé. Capo Daniel is still recovering from the trauma. Only for them to see, boom. Now the man that committed a thief man. That same phone could not still use the armored car to go back to Bamenda. The armored car could not protect him. The only traitor that showed his head out was taken out. The only traitor was taken out. So look at the phone. Look at the phone. Going out of his own place. In hiding. Now they found this through helicopter. He fear he own people them. For run go back for Yaoundé. For go sit down for they begin chop salad. If you say that they will go be safe. For inside Yaoundé. Not before inside Ambazonia. That phone go die na inside Yaoundé. A cops no go come back for inside Bamenda. Even Bamenda, he no go reach Bamenda. He no go reach for Bamenda. He no go reach for Bamenda. So, Ambazonians, we don't win very fatly. There is no hope for La Republique to claim even a semblance of legitimacy or mandate over our territory. They are done. They have come down to this level. This is what they can show the international community. It's laughable. Even the diplomatic corps in Yaoundé that is so close to the regime, they cannot even congratulate Pobia. They cannot. They cannot congratulate Pobia. Look at the phone. Look at Binglo. Look at the phone. This is a whole mighty, our mighty phone have been reduced. Look at how he has been reduced. From today na Pam Binglo, no be see phone. Look at it. He cannot even smile. Look at it, he cannot smile. He's finished. His soul is no more with him. The spirit of that chieftaincy is out of him. The people on phone have to look for a new traditional leader because Binglo is gone. He's gone. Binglo is gone. So we have won very fatly. I want to congratulate the Ambazonia people for coming out massively and boycotting this election. I want to congratulate them. You have won bigly. You have shown the world, just like you did in 2018, that our people want nothing but separation. We don't want anything to do with La Republique. The international community have heard your message. I'm here to tell you today, Ambazonians, the international community have heard your message. Our boys have become more and more professional as they are coming in collaboration with the Ambazonia Defense Forces. They are gaining discipline, they are gaining training, they are getting the equipment that they need to fight to liberate our homeland. There are just a lot of things to give, but because we are going to have Cecilia Amabo within the next 7 minutes to give you the first news broadcast on our national television, I'm going to round up this thing. So even Philo Munyang, this is a reality, yeah. Let me get you the reality. Let me just push in this small video before we are rounding things up. Even Philo Munyang is confessing the reality of the subjugated nature we have come under in this so-called union.
We have an obligation to embrace the facts and accept the truth. The truth is simple. Since 1990, the political life and economic regression in this region have grown from bad to worse.
Now Philo Munyang the talk. Now Philo Munyang, a happy slave, is giving you a report card. You cannot debate what you have done. You cannot debate what you have done to our people. Listen.
Life and economic. Since 1990, the political life and economic regression accept the truth. The truth is simple. Since 1990, the political life and economic regression in this region have grown from bad to worse.
Una hear? From bad to worse. Things are worse. Ambazonians are struggling to cross the desert on foot for greener pastures. They have vacated, these people have vacated Bamenda, Boya, Kumba. They have vacated our territory. Carry Sonera away. Carry CDC to Yaoundé. Carry Education Board. We cannot accept to live with these people in any shape or form. This their charade will only motivate us to fight and even fight more. This is new energy. This is new blood coming. And this time with our specialized force, I promise you big things in this year, the coming year. We are very, very happy. We are very, very happy, and I want to congratulate the Ambazonian people for standing up. Yesterday, a lot of things are happening on the ground. I wish I have enough time to show you the pictures that are coming up. The pictures that are coming up and the videos that are coming up from the field. I wish I have enough time to show you. But let me just take you a little bit to this video. I'll push it up. My boy Christine have 4 minutes to come up. So I'll give you this video. I think it's the interview that Mimi Ford did with Sebastien Nadot, a parliamentarian in
the Cameroonian government on the atrocities that's happening in Cameroon.
No, I don't think it's like this. I think France has decided not to say anything about what happened now in what is happening every day in Cameroon. It's a very big problem. But I don't think at any moment the French government is okay with this situation about military actions, in fact, and in southern Cameroon. And
So I'll let una make una hear wetin dey talk. But make una hear na a whole na foreigner that it call our territory for its name, Southern Cameroon. Na me for this, it call am na Noso, the Anglophone region of Cameroon. Our country is the legal name wey dey for inside their book na Southern Cameroon, British Southern Cameroon. Wetin dey pass me for call am. Na Sebastien Nadia this dey call am. War in Southern Cameroon. Nigerian governors they call am Ambazonia. Na a legal word. Na the things and this we need for overcome am. Na the things and this we will tell our people they need to stand up for their own people. Because when we will get freedom, we no go forget man we stand with we, the man we stand with the common people. As well as we no go forget the one the way they stand with we. So make una hear wetin the talk when Nada the talk am.
all this area. But where I'm not agree with my government, it is because they are silent. There is a sort of complicity, you understand? But my government is not asking Paul Biya and this government to do some atrocities in Cameroon. No, I can't believe this. And all the information that I recovered are saying, no, it's not that. But this silence is not the good way my government has to do things with Cameroon at this moment, at this special moment.
But with regards to that, I have a preoccupation. Some months back.
So what's the way Nada they simply talk? Now say the French government need to support Paul Biya for the key people then this war. Even though them be complicit by their silence, but nobody did support the Paul Biya killings for Ambazonia. Paul Biya did normalize terrorism. Paul Biya did normalize terrorism. Would the fight now against terrorism from La République du Cameroon? This is a reality on the field. This is in Lebialem. Now the reality this is inside the field. They interview La République, they don't catch 2 innocent civilians. According to the information where if you get them from this interview, the only crime where the boy they don't commit them. Now say they know Amber boys them or say Amber boy they live for that area. Now the only crime that way they don't commit them. They don't catch them, then they inside the custody. Now their t-shirt and that look up. Now their t-shirt and that for day. Now one that red t-shirt, when I see the mark, the square mark for the red t-shirt. Now the other one that way they don't kill it, cut the eye, they don't put even gun for that one for sure and say he carry gun. Now the boy and this one in their life under Cameroon B. Terrorist B. These are terrorist B. When I never forget the story for the two picking the way they execute them. Less than 10 years old. This is terrorism. We are fighting against terrorism. Now the boy in this.
You be in a hole for you. You be in a hole. You work your own work. Would you now wait?
Yeah. They even try for interview the one when Anglophone. The so-called Anglophone way they for them. They try for interview the boy them. I should say the ones trying to save their life. The one when a frog. The Kelebe, the Egyptian. Say when I take the 2 minutes, take the 2 go finish at one time. Now they die buried in that. Now they die buried in that. They don't give them special status. Now the special status is the death. We probably the one can give for we. Say we stay, we will accept to live in this servitude where our history be banned. We will deal with their knee on top of our neck. No, we will resist. We will resist and we will fight to liberate our homeland. We will destroy the economy as the economy is crumbling. They will have no break. If they be think, say propaganda where they go do them with this so-called sham election, it will dampen our spirit. It will reverse the gain of our population. Because remember, Ambazonia, the key now the will of the people to resist. That is the key. That is what they are fighting against. They want to break our people's will to resist by staging this sham. Remember, now 2 objectives then there for Mr. Pobia for do this election. 2. 1, now for sure the world say he try to solve the problem. The second one, now for gain legitimacy for govern our territory. Because government they get its power now from the mandate where the people they gam by their consent through elections. Be than fair for the 2 things the way they want to accomplish them for this sham election. From all the discussion where they don't get them for their prime minister office and for their presidency, we don't get the good intel about, we get a very good idea about which way they try to do them. They don't try for show the international community that they do something, where the international community from our international partners that they don't laugh. Say this is ridiculous. This man is crazy. These people are sick to their core. Pobia is crazy. This is crazy. They cannot even congratulate him. He's a terrorist. Pobia is a terrorist. He's a criminal. Walking around with criminal killers. Lele Afrique is a criminal. He's a killer. They belong to jail, to the International Criminal Court. These are petty criminals. These are the worst of the worst of all human beings. And they will go to jail. The Americans have said it. They are committing targeted killing, execution of our people. They are doing all sorts of worse things. I'll bring on the late. I'll need to go up. I think say the time for Amabo around get into it time 3 minutes because they show it live on Ground Zero now for the Ambazonia ACN. So I'll need to stop. Tomorrow we'll continue the show. I'll give on the remaining materials for our operation for ground. But Ambazonia is fighting against terrorism from La République du Cameroon. We are resisting, and I want to congratulate the Ambazonia people them for our home, for massively demonstrate a rejection of this sham by staying home. Those funds, the way they don't go, they don't march on an empty street. Now a very big victory for that for we for Ambazonia. They don't represent us anymore, and this one they mark the end. Yeah, Pierre.
News is pushed to 9 p.m. So keep going.
Okay. I think I don't buy myself some few minutes. Our PR say our technical staff talks, so I get some few minutes to go on. So we have won massively. We have this is the biggest victory we have had so far. La République, they be think say they will bring those drama, those videos, footages, it will somehow give some legitimacy. No. Ambazonia is now transitioning into full governance. We are now even preparing to our own election to elect our own transitional authority on the ground. We are governing our territory. We are having direct engagement with the international community in terms of alleviating the humanitarian crisis and for the long term of our territory. We are already doing that. We are already doing that. Even at my level of my office, at the DDC, we are already doing that. So we don't win massively. Ambazonia recognition is a matter of time. The world have to recognize the reality that Pobia cannot successfully gain any sort of legitimacy in our territory. It is gone. He cannot have any legitimacy. He cannot even vote. How many people can go out to vote? How many? People don't want it anymore. They don't want it. We are gone. Accept the reality. You cannot force your rule on Ambazonia anymore. It is gone. It's gone. And now, for the first time, we are having calls. I mean, people who tell me, Capo Daniel, I've never called you before. But the thing where they were chief don't do them, They would catch that chief down. Make una man not talk on the TV. Make una not talk about TV. So we don't win badly. I want to congratulate the Ambazonia people for the massive victory against all odds, against all propaganda. As we talk, the revolution shall not be televised. It was not televised. The victory was not televised. The empty street was not televised. Your resilience was not televised. But remember, just because it was not televised does not mean that the world do not know. Just because it was not televised does not mean that the world is not aware of what is going on. 99 days for a thief, 1 day for the owner. Independence is not a walk in the park. It's not a walk in the park, but we are getting there. We have demonstrated after 4 years that we are not going to surrender. After they have brought kidnapping for ransom, we say we are not going to surrender. After they have used our own people to kill our own people unjustly, so that we are going to see those innocent blood and cry and naively, like the people of the Bamilikes and the Bassas naively surrender to the French. We say no. We will not accept anything less than our full right of independence, which is what we deserve. We shall not accept this nonsense called Chief Council. Let me symbolically, this is it. House of Chiefs. House of Chiefs. This is the House of Chiefs. Mr. Pobia, House of Chiefs. Awai Manyazi. Awai Manyaz with the House of Chiefs. This House of Chiefs. Gone. Lapsap. Trash. It's a no event. It's a no event. It's useless. It's not even significant. It doesn't impress me. You know, I was even thinking I would be impressed. You know, somehow I was even thinking I would impress. How many chiefs? How many areas of vote? Around 4. That is all they could show. And Lele Afrik was in all the 4 areas. And then they carry him to Nkambe. That is why the Nkambe people have been calling me and complaining that Capo Daniel, you have to call your boys to lift the barricade of the center of Nkambe, because now Nkambe food is so expensive there, because our forces have barricaded Nkambe because of the corruption of one man, Gerard Ngala Gerard. This terrorist, he is living in Yaoundé. I'm telling you, people of Nkambe, if you cannot catch him in Nkambe, catch him in Yaoundé where he drinks. The other Mbororo, Ambazonian Mbororo man who is living in Yaoundé, around that place around Olembe. Our guys are closing in on him around Olembe there. His name is called Bashiru. He lives in Yaoundé. Travels to Ambazonia to go and meet the Mbororo boys that Ngala Gerard have paid and corrupt them to go and attack our people. All Mbororo Ambazonians, you have to rise up and bring down that man. Otherwise, they will destroy our good relationship between Ambazonian cattle raisers and farmers that have existed for more than a century. These people want to destroy you. They want to destroy you. Now Bashiru have traveled to Nigeria to arrange with cattle herdsmen to come to Ambazonia and start raising their cattle because they have driven out people from the villages. So Ambazonia, open your eyes to know the gravity of this war. It is a survival war. We don't have a choice but to fight, resist till the last man standing to have our independence. Because even the thought of what they are trying to do now on the ground by replacing our people in the villages, bringing Bororo from Nigerian Bororo to come and inhabit our own area. Even our own Bororo people are calling to raise the alarm. I mean, our own Bororo imams are calling and say that Capo Daniel, we want to do something about this. We want to do something about it. And I'm telling them that our hands are a little bit tied, because, you know, the Bororo are a protected group of people in our community because they are minority class. We respect our Bororo people and General Hassan and many other our Mororo people who are fighting for us. They are doing a marvelous job, and we are very, very, very careful with how we handle this situation. Even the guys there in Boom, they wanted to go in there and do something. We are trying to target these people in a surgical manner so that no innocent Bororo person is harmed. And we need their help. We need intelligence, more intelligence. We know their children is painful. Even just like us going after our own black legs is painful. We know that it's painful for the Bororo to do this thing, but they have to do it. You have to cut that cancer. You have to cut the cancer. So yesterday, another brasseries drinks, they tried to smuggle this counterband into our territory, and it was caught. Now the footage is in this.
Oh wait, I want clear for the motor. Whoa.
So December,
these people they know say na them day. So one they can't tell we say one give we 200,000 for the sell brasseries, we don't deny. Say carry a 200,000 give, it tell we say all that don't come up from up, say me must sell brasseries. Say all man the winner, say me ye say all them go say. Now the mimbo than this. But we there will be denied for ye. You know the 1 year. What on a 111 or a 911. We on a 8811. We don't tell when I say any man where they sell brasseries.
So na 911 this na mimbo than this way they come for Kangian for Insta Bamenda. We don't already first warn una. We don't warn una. I don't talk that boy. They say me they left the motor go again. Even though I don't talk say if they catch any brasseries, that motor system they go burn them. We do everything for sure una. Say we put the interest of our people then first, even when they violate our rules. Our instinct is not to go against our own. We have run out of that patience. We don't run out of that patience. Any man where they keep brasseries member for a house, for a warehouse or for a shop, you don't put your property in danger. If you go to use your money, feel say you go stay in your comfort. Begin use your money, begin get me the begin kill Ambazonia and they say you want to make money for beer. Especially how did December they come. We don't really talk of all the other, I don't even call the names them again. Dreamland and all those places there for Bamenda. G4B and all those places there. Kampung Kwen, all that area from Kwen. If the people don't come, be feasible to bribe so they succeed. Make una know say it don't fail. Game done change. Game done change. Una stand order. No risk your whole building. If you been a man where they rent your house na rent and they sell brasseries mimbo, go tell that off license say you like your property. Go tell and say you like your property.
And that meeting where we na the one hold and for brasseries today, so we don't tell when I say we go hold that meeting together. Because we na know the 1 year, but not just one, not just example. And Queen. We not get problem with any man from Queen. But anybody where they sell brasseries, no joy for the wicked.
No joy for the wicked. Boom,
Boom, boom. When I continue, when I say the brasseries fine, no wahala. Now that we born all. When I don't see them, any man where they sell brasseries where they will catch you, go put their head for your junction. That one joy, no, they know the judge that one. No.
So Nara here. Hope so Nara here. For those people that they want strong head, una feel say una go put to jeopardy the life of 8 million Ambazonians and the next generation by selling brasseries drinks for arming La Republic. Even the symbol of it alone for make Ameguna talk say no. And for all Ambazonians them, any man where they want drink brasseries mimbo, think about what you do am. Think twice. We know say that the Kelebe they can't drink that mimbo them. But our own people then need to stop even consume them for not begin give this hard job for our boy them for begin waste this energy. Now a time for surgical operation them for specialized operations them. So we don't come to the end of this program. I'll give a few minutes our technical team then disconnect me from the ACN. I want to thank all my watch me for Ground Zero. Wanna stay tuned for our news broadcast. We will start news today. across the national territory. I want for salute all una thank una for open una house for bring me for una dumut. Make you come. For all my own country people, I want for salute una na una own countryman this. Yes, na me Capo Daniel. Una countryman. Una own countryman self so na me this I dey talk for una. For bring una the truth, the reality, for give una hope. Say Ambazonia go be independent. Make una continue for resist as we resist. The fight, the diplomacy, they go on, all thing it work fine. Now just say thing they will not be talk up. They don't thing they will not be talk up. But we don't transit for the time will be the make na noise to time now will push na button them thing that they go. So una focus, hold the 4 pillars and for the revolution. The Independence Day goes down every Monday. Me all man continue for the respect them. My people them for inside Victoria at the camp. We dey together. Una no worry. All that mammy them what I talk for now. Una dey work for. Una dey go work for that francophone them. That Egyptian them for dey. Una dey clean the door. Some of una ran send me some of the video them. I ran see Dr. Cho they put una like priority. I want for guarantee una. The boy the way they don't come, but they become volunteer. We go arm them. We go change. We go take over our city of Victoria, our harbor area, all those areas. Make una no worry. So Victoria, my ID for una. I get the Dr. Choi ID for una, the Benedict Kwa, our Secretary General Ayamba also, all we will do for una, but we will give una the backing so that the population they will get that space for exercise their right to demonstrate their will and their demand for independence. God thank una, me God bless una for all places una day for our soldier them. Me God keep una strong, give una victory against the enemy. Una remember, any soldier wey kidnap, it be worse than a black leg. Una continue for fight kidnapping for ransomware like Republic the tribe of promote them using infiltrators. Una dey there for protect our people, for be vanguard for their revolution, for fight and for liberate them. Una be na the true hero them for Ambazonia. Accord una cafe, una place and day, all money place day. May God bless una, make our revolution be short. May our independence, democracy, civil liberty for inside Ambazonia, it be forevermore.